CeeDee Lamb sends two-word message to Micah Parsons after Packers pound swaps jersey with rival Trayvon Diggs in Cowboys' Week 4 clash. Micah Parsons returned to Dallas with a whirlwind of emotions in Week 4, as the Green Bay Packers faced his former team, the Dallas Cowboys, in a Sunday night football thriller that ended in a 40-40 tie. Parsons, who had been traded to Green Bay in August, found himself back on familiar turf, playing against teammates and friends he had formed bonds with over the past 3 seasons. One of the most talked-about moments of the night occurred after the game when Parsons walked over to his former Cowboys teammate, Trayvon Diggs, and swapped jerseys, a gesture that instantly caught the attention of fans and analysts alike. The jersey swap was captured and shared by BG Gridiron on Instagram, and Cowboys wide receiver CeeDee Lamb reposted the clip to his own social media, highlighting the moment. On the jerseys, Parsons and Diggs had written personal messages to each other, a nod to the close friendship they developed while playing together in Dallas from 2021 to 2024. The messages were brief but meaningful, with Parsons' signature including the phrase 5 Life, a slang term representing deep loyalty, brotherhood, and love. The exchange was a heartfelt reminder of the bond they built during their years as teammates, which extended beyond the football field. For Parsons, this Week 4 matchup carried additional weight. It was the first time he faced the Cowboys since being traded, and he delivered a strong performance for the Packers. Over the course of the game, Parsons recorded 3 tackles, 3 quarterback hits, and a crucial sack in overtime that prevented Dak Prescott from clinching the win for Dallas. His aggressive play and determination were on full display, signaling that while Parsons had moved on professionally, his competitive spirit against his former team remained as fierce as ever. The trade itself had been a major storyline during the off-season. The Cowboys sent Parsons to the Packers after contract negotiations stalled, a move that surprised many given Parsons' status as one of the league's top linebackers. In exchange, Dallas received defensive tackle Kenny Clark and 2 future first-round draft picks. The trade reshaped the defensive landscape for both teams and set the stage for emotionally charged matchups like the one in Week 4. Prior to the game, CeeDee Lamb also made his presence felt in a more subtle way. In the lead-up to the Week 4 showdown, Lamb sent a quiet warning to Parsons via social media, signaling that the Cowboys would not be easy opponents. Lamb's reaction to the trade had been noticeably emotional at first, as seen in his Instagram story posted shortly after Parsons was traded on August 28. The post featured a teary-eyed emoji alongside a photo of Parsons in his new Packers uniform, reflecting both Lamb's personal attachment to his former teammate and the impact Parsons' departure had on the team dynamic in Dallas. Lamb and Parsons shared 3 full seasons together, during which the duo developed a strong on-field rapport. Lamb, drafted in 2020, and Parsons, entering the league in 2021, quickly became cornerstones of the Cowboys' offensive and defensive units, respectively. Their synergy contributed to Dallas' competitiveness, and the bond they forged went beyond the X's and O's of football. The two were often seen celebrating together, strategizing on the sidelines, and supporting one another during both victories and defeats. This connection made Parsons' move to Green Bay especially significant, not just professionally but personally for his former teammates. The Week 4 game between Dallas and Green Bay carried multiple storylines beyond the jersey swap. It was a clash of old and new, highlighting the Cowboys' attempt to adjust to life without Parsons while showcasing the linebacker's ability to make an immediate impact with his new team. Parsons' big plays in overtime were a reminder that he remained one of the league's elite defenders, capable of influencing the outcome of tight contests. Yet the post-game interaction with Diggs and the messages on their swapped jerseys underscored that mutual respect and friendship can exist even amid fierce competition. Parsons' performance, combined with the emotional moments surrounding the game, created a narrative that resonated with fans of both teams. For Cowboy supporters, it was a bittersweet reminder of Parsons' contributions during his tenure in Dallas and the adjustments the team would have to make without him. For Packers fans, it was validation that their new linebacker could step into big moments and deliver under pressure. Meanwhile, the social media reactions, especially Lamb's repost, added another layer of intrigue, showing how personal relationships intersect with professional rivalries in the NFL. The 5 Life message and the jersey swap also highlight an aspect of football culture that often gets overlooked, the deep personal connections players form with one another. While fans focus on stats and results, gestures like these offer a glimpse into the human side of the sport. Parsons and Diggs may now be on opposing teams, but the mutual respect and loyalty displayed in their brief post-game exchange reveal that friendship in professional sports can transcend competition. Looking ahead, both teams will have to navigate the remainder of the season with new dynamics in place. For the Cowboys, adjusting to life without Parsons will require leadership from veterans like CeeDee Lamb, who now carry added responsibility both on and off the field. For Parsons, Continuing to perform at a high level with the Packers will be key in proving the value of the trade to Green Bay's coaching staff and fan base. Yet, regardless of future results, the Week 4 matchup will be remembered not only for its thrilling on-field action but also for the emotional and symbolic gestures that followed the final whistle. In the end, the interaction between Parsons, Diggs, and Lamb serves as a reminder of how intertwined personal and professional elements can be in the NFL. A simple jersey swap, accompanied by a two-word message, captured the attention of fans and highlighted the balance players strike between competition and camaraderie. As the season unfolds, it's clear that moments like these are just as memorable as the stats, sacks, and touchdowns. They tell the story of players as people, teammates, and friends, making football about more than just the game. It's about loyalty, respect, and the bonds forged along the way. For CeeDee Lamb, reposting the moment on social media was a subtle but meaningful acknowledgement of Parsons' impact in Dallas and a message to fans that relationships and loyalty remain at the heart of the team, even amid significant roster changes. The Week 4 showdown will likely be remembered as a game of high stakes and high emotion, with Parsons' performance, the jersey swap, and Lamb's response combining to create a compelling narrative that transcends the scoreboard.